Spirit has a message for those in the collective who are not seeing the progress that they want to see. And the message is kind of a harsh one. It says, it's time to make some changes. We definitely have some negative influences here with our devil card. I'm seeing somebody is a little bit of a master of illusion. They have you confused about the nature of things, the nature of the relationship. I'm seeing that somebody needs to get somebody out of their house or out of their space or out of their energy. This person is a taker. I'm seeing parasitic, I'm seeing leeches. This is very much the type of individual who is very happy with whatever they can get out of another person. And I'm even seeing that this person maybe has other people that they're also doing the same energy along with. So this is a block. This is going to keep you from your goals. In fact, they even make your problems their problems. Your problems are their problems are your problems. This is a taker that can't. I'm seeing some codependency here, where we want to have somebody in our corner, and they seem like they're always in our corner, but they're not giving the kind of advice, and they're not making the changes that are necessary to have the kind of change and accomplishments that we're looking for. So we've got our Two of Pentacles here that says, if you want change, you gotta take the opportunity for change. Feels like there's a disagreement on the horizon. So it's not something that you needed to just sit this person down and say, okay, I think we need to make this change. There is an event that occurs. And that event that occurs is your sign. When that event occurs, when that situation occurs, that's your sign that it's time for this person to go. And typically in this one, I'll see you going. So maybe it is that you need to go. Maybe that's your sign to pack up. It seems like it might be your house. It might be your home, your domicile, your space, your energy. And they're in it. They're in it taking as much up as much space as they possibly can. And you have to ask them to leave. It also feels very much like they're happy to use all your resources and all your energy whenever possible. Spirit says it's time to say goodbye. It's time to focus on what kind of energy you allow into your space and be very strict about it going forward. You need these changes. We have a layered message here. First, we want to talk about the gratitude that is necessary for your progress. Every step, every stage in this requires some level of gratitude. I'm seeing that some need to clean up that worship space, that meditative space, that space of reverence in your home. Regardless of what it is that you believe, there is some area in your home that is dedicated to your ancestors, to your spiritual beliefs, to your religious practice, to your personal mental health practice, whatever the case may be. We need to get into that energy, and we need to spend some time there appreciating how far we've come and everything that is to come forward for us. It is very easy to have opinions about what other people are experiencing, and Spirit is saying you need to go real light on those opinions. Real light on those opinions. Karma comes sometimes very quickly in response to us having opinions and thoughts and considerations about someone else's experiences. You don't know what you would do unless you were in that person's shoes and had experienced everything leading up into that point. And so if you see somebody sitting there trying to figure out what to do and you have a thought about it, you're going to find yourself struggling with the intuition and with the clarity that you need in order to make the decisions for yourself. I'm feeling that this is a focus in personal choices that have to do with bettering one's life, whether mental or physical health. Um, Seems like there's other people involved, whether friendships or romantic relationships, that are affecting someone's health. And You see it, everybody else around them sees it, and they even see it themselves, but they're not sure how to go about it. And they feel stuck, and they feel like they're kind of like, they feel like it's a lose lose situation. They might not have anywhere to go. They might not have anyone to fall back on. They might not have help packing up their stuff and getting out of there. They might not have the finances to do so. So when we see these situations, it is important to be very thankful and very appreciative to Spirit, to our ancestors, and to the higher source that we are not placed in that position right now, that we feel confident in knowing what to do. We know that we can trust our intuition, and we know that when we make those choices, that things will work out in our favor. And then we will see not only another person elevated, but us as well. Spirit is asking you to be brave and walk confidently towards what it is that you desire. Do not think that for 1 second that you are not capable of everything that you have dreamed of. You've been capable of dreaming of these things because it is what is meant for you. It is your purpose. It does need some courage. It needs a little bit of intention. It needs you to focus in. It needs you to be willing to release and let go of the experiences that you've had in the past. There is some fear that you have of not being able to accomplish certain aspects of it. It's not. It seems like it's right at the beginning. It's right at the beginning, and you say, "Well, this I've attempted before, and it's not gone well. So therefore, I have to do it another way." And Spirit wants you to try again. Spirit wants you to let go of those pieces of doubt that you're carrying along with you. If this energy is coming from a particular individual who is kind of naysaying in the corner without making any strides towards anything great themselves, it's time to let go of that person. No one should be in your corner talking down to you or telling you what you're not capable of, or telling you that the way that you're going about things is wrong. They should be instead working on their own goals, improving their own life. If they have time to have opinion and pass judgment on the way that you're doing things, they have too much time on their hands. And their intention with that is not a positive one. It seems as though um, seeing there was a period maybe when you were at a lower state than you are now, that person felt as though they came in and were lifting you up, and now it feels like they're holding you back. They don't want you to exceed beyond what they are capable of themselves, or at least what they think that they're capable of. It seems as though Spirit needs you to be brave and walk away from this situation and walk toward your goals and focus in on what it is that you desire in order to accomplish what it is that you want here. Sometimes we sacrifice, sometimes we walk away from situations and people that no longer serve us in order to live a higher life. And it seems like the message here is that we need to focus in and prioritize the self for that.